Assalamualaikum, my name is NURUL NAJIHAH binti BARKAT and my student ID is 2023148419.
My name is NURFATHIHAH binti ABDUL HALIM and my matrix number is 2023103859.
Assalamualaikum, my name is KHAIRUNISA binti ZULKIFLI. My student ID is 2023135145.
My name is INTAN NAJIRA binti ZALINI and my matric number is 2023300573.
John Locke viewed government as a mutual agreement between rulers and the ruled. Government can take various forms, which is monarchies are led by king or queen, with absolute monarchs holding complete control and constitutional monarchs being limited by laws. Democracy empowers citizens directly or through representative and public features an elected head of state. Government can also be classified by their power distribution, which is unitary system, centralized power in a single authority, while federal system divide power between central and regional government. The executive branch operate differently in parliamentary system, where the executive come from the legislature, and presidential system where the president is elected independently. Authoritarian government centralize power and limit freedom, whereas totalitarian government control nearly aspect of life through coercion and propaganda. Understanding this different form and purpose of government help us appreciate the diverse way socialize, organize, regulate, and empower their citizens. A monarchy is a form of government where a single person, the monarch, serves as the head of the state for life or until abdication. The position is typically hereditary. Monarchies can be absolute, granting the monarch almost complete control, or constitutional, where their powers are restricted by laws or constitution. Now, I will focus on absolute monarchy. An absolute monarchy is a form of government where the monarch holds almost complete control over the state and its people, with no legal or constitutional limitation on their powers. The monarch makes laws, enforce them, and can often make decisions without consulting a legislative body or the citizen. For example, Saudi Arabia is an absolute monarchy where the king holds near total control over the government, including the executive, legislative, and judicial branches. Since it is established by King Abdul Aziz Al Saud in 1932, the country has operated under this model. The current king, Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud, appoints key officials and often hold multiple important positions, such as prime minister. The king's authority is reinforced by strict adherence to Sharia law and the Wahhabi doctrine, giving him both political and religious legitimacy. This combination of political and religious power ensures the king's absolute authority and the monarchy's stability.
Okay, next I will be presenting about YDPA as head of state. Yang di-Pertuan Agong, or more accurately, His Majesty, the official title of the head of state of Malaysia, is an appointed monarchy distinctly different from numerous types of monarchy worldwide. Constitutions have made it clear that the executive power, theoretically under the authority of the head of government, is exercised by or with the advice of the cabinet or council of ministers headed by the prime minister. Malaysia's YDPA differs from those in other countries in that is appointed by the Sultan in each state and elected by the conference of rulers. And the most recent Yang di-Pertuan Agong in Malaysia is Sultan Ibrahim Sultan Iskandar, in which January 31st, 2024, he was installed as the 17th king. This decision is consistent with Malaysia's unique rotational governance system, in which YDPA is selected by the conference of rule from among the 9 rulers of the state for a term of 5 years, and this selection is by rotation. In addition, the Yang di-Pertuan Agong of the other 4 states cannot become the YDPA and cannot participate in the election of the YDPA. There are 3 functions of the YDPA that I will be discussed. And the first one is appointment. The YDPA has executive authority to appoint the Prime Minister. Moreover, YDPA may appoint the other cabinet member with the support and guidance of the Prime Minister. He also has the authority to dissolve the Parliament and elect the member of the Election Commission. The YDPA also appoint the Yang di-Pertuan Negeri of Penang, Melaka, Sabah, and Sarawak at this discretion, taking consideration of the advice of the respective chief ministers. The The YDPA also appoint the Mayor and City Council of Kuala Lumpur, a federal territory. Next, as the head of Islam in Malaysia, YDPA holds a significant symbolic and ceremonial role. While Malaysia is a secular state, Islam is the official religion and the YDPA serves as its ceremonial head. The YDPA's duties in this capacity include attending Islamic religious events, upholding the sanctity of Islam, and promoting harmony among Malaysian diverse religious community. However, it is important to note that the YDPA's role as the head of Islam is largely ceremonial, as the administration and regulation of Islamic affairs and primarily the responsibility of state government and religious authority. Finally, the role of the Yang di-Pertuan Agong as Commander-in-Chief of the Malaysian Armed Force stands as a cornerstone of national security and unity. The YDPA roles as Commander-in-Chief represent the ultimate command and control over the Malaysian Armed Force. As the highest ranking officer, the YDPA represents the armed service unity and allegiance to the Malaysian state and constitution. The symbolic leadership highlights the necessity of civilian authority over the military and act as safeguard against potential threats to democratic government.
Okay, let's talk about unitary system. A unitary system is more efficient because it has a single center administration that manages all of the province, giving it all simple structure. A unitary system of government is one in which the central government is under the authority of a single power, referred to as the central government. In actuality, the central location houses all authority and administrative decision. A power refers often to an unit government with branch and decision maker at the top. It is naturally the authority will be centralized with local regional government. According to the centralization concept, legislation may provide component politic and political sovereignty, but the central government retains supremacy and has the capacity to impose restriction on or void the action of transferred government in order to preserve national unity. If legislation are more common in an authority system, where all legislative authority is vested in one chamber. Okay, next, the advantage is that the unitary system is thought to be more efficient in making decisions and enforcing regulations because power is centralized at the national level. Because national power is centralized and there is a clear chain of command, decision may be taken quickly. Federal system, on the other hand, typically have different level of government, each with unique responsibility and process for making decision. When various government levels struggle for control or are unable to work together efficiently, this government may cause delay, conflict, and loss. Okay, the second advantage is unitary system often more freedom in responding to emergency and change situation. A coordinated reaction and quick collection of resources are made possible by centralized decision making during emergency, such as flooding or public health crisis. Third is accountability of government, refer to the idea that national government is ultimately in charge of all aspects of government. This is a separate chain of command, make it simple for citizens to hold their government accountability for its action. The central government is the entity to which citizens can direct their complaints, concerns, and requests for accountability because it is unlimitedly in charge all aspects of government. Election, requests, protests, and other forms of civil engagement may necessary to ensure that the government remains receptive to the demand and interest of the populace. So the relevant example is Japan. In Japan, the Tokyo government is the ultimate decision-making body for all matter of policy. The Japanese administration is unfit in nature in contrast to those of the USA and India. The central government is only accountable for overseeing the general affairs of the nation. All national law and policy are implemented by the numerous staff members of the several operational department and minister. These policies are developed at the national level, so Japan is the example of a unitary system.
Okay, I'm going to talk about the federal system. As for the definition of federal system, the federal system is a form of political organization where multiple levels and layers of government coexist, each of the level having their own responsibility and the set of power. This designated system is to manage large diverse nations by the separation of power to maintain the balance between the central authority and the smaller political units such as provinces, states or territories. Further disadvantages of federal system is the division of power between central and regional government. This conflict which can cause inconsistent law and regulation among the various regions, resulting overlapping in jurisdiction. Also, it may lead to confusion and misinterpreting by the citizen and higher up. As for example, the Hudud law that the PAN Malaysia Islamic Party passed attempt to apply the law which will have a conflict on federal constitution and national legal system. For the example of federal system, it is the United States of America which operates under a federal system of government which was divided into two, the central government and the individual state government. This is designed to balance the benefit and a strong national government with the advantages of regional autonomy. Sum up, government and their policy play a crucial role in shaping the life of the citizen and the functioning of the society within the area. Different types of government such as monarchy, unitary and federal having their own unique way of organizing power and making decisions for the country benefits.